Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. We are your hostesses, Brooke and
Beck.
And I'm miserable.
Why are you miserable?
I'm not miserable. I'm just uncomfortable, tired. I'm moving this around. I'm causing chaos for fun. Okay. So, it's funny. Last time this happened, I made a whole big deal of it on an episode and surprised Becky.
Yeah.
I didn't do that this time because I was like, I don't even care. I am with child.
I was wondering when we were going to announce that.
Yeah, and it's not like a secret. I just haven't posted anything yet on social media because I'm waiting to I want like an ultrasound picture and like maybe do a cute little setup. I don't know. So, yeah, people will keep asking me and they're like, have you told anybody? I'm like, not really. I mean, I told my friends.
Right.
You know, like I told my friends and family, and I told my family they can post stuff if they want to. For the most part, they've chosen to wait until I post something, so that's fine. But I'm like, told them what? It's funny because sometimes I'll feel so normal that I'll forget I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
And then I'll, try to eat something.
Is apples all that you've had to eat today?
No, I actually had... So we had grits, sausage, and eggs this morning, and I had almost all of my eggs and almost all of my grits and like half of my sausage. And then Stetson, he ate all that too. But yeah, I'm just like hungry.
But don't feel like eating.
Like anything I can think of most of the time, it does not sound good at all. And like, what do I eat? What do I eat? So yeah, apples have been pretty good. Strawberries were good too. I just don't have any right now. But I was really like chowing down on some oranges for like the past several months. Mm-hmm. And 'cause they're so good. But now I'm like, oof. I think it's the citric acid though. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I'm a little like burpy and stuff, and that's why I'm like, it's probably another boy because I'm so gassy and stuff. But
or it's a girl with a lot of hair.
Maybe.
I mean, that I've heard rumors that that's what it means.
It's weird.
Both of my girls were born with a lot of hair. But.
See, and I mean, I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say Stetson came out with like basically a bald head. But that really doesn't have any relevance to that, so that's why I stopped. But yeah, we'll see. So in the few months here, I'll be starting to get larger and larger.
And then it definitely won't be a secret.
Yeah, so and then we'll find out the gender. Probably won't do a gender reveal party. Probably just do a casual announcement. Yeah. I don't know. I just want to sleep. I don't want to do anything.
That's fair.
I just want to sleep.
You are growing another human.
But like I have to do things.
Yeah, that 3-year-old upstairs is kind of needy.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other day I was like, okay, well I'm going to take these blankets and I'm going to lay on the couch. Okay, I want to lay down. He was like, no, I don't want to lay down. I was like, you don't have to lay down. I want to lay down. And then, then I would lay down with the blankets. And he'd be like, no, don't take my blankets. And I'd be like, Stetson, they're not your blankets. Like, they're mine, actually, but we share them. They're the blankets that stay in the living room. So, he won't let me.
What a boy.
Yeah. If I can get him down for a nap, we've been struggling with that.
Yeah.
But if I can get him down for a nap, I will. And then maybe I'll sleep or maybe I'll read. Oh, it's been so hard. Anyway, enough about me. We're going to get into our regular episode. And then after this one, we're going to record another episode. So we'll be in the same clothes. You'll see. Where we go in depth about Station 11. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, I guess. Do you have a quote? Because I don't know if I'm supposed to or.
The only quote I have to look up in my pictures.
Oh, okay. I don't.
I didn't even think about it.
Well, you know what? I could just.
If you have something that you want to read, because I took this picture, I can read it whenever.
Yeah. I don't have one that I want to. I mean, I could pull something out of this bad boy because there's a lot of things in here.
I found that was pretty easy to find.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do yours because I feel like anything out of this book I want to save for the next episode.
Okay.
Or I tried my best to.
Y'all can guess what this is from. There are hundreds of homes in America that are better furnished than the White House. Compared to the palace used by the average European ruler, it is indeed a very small place. The first floor, or downstairs, where the kitchen, laundry, and storerooms are, is quite inadequate and very old-fashioned. The whole old-style house, lacking many... Oh, sorry. I skipped a line. The whole White House, in fact, is nothing more than an old-style house, lacking many of the modern household appliances and equipment that new homes have today. I'm sure it's very well updated now.
Probably.
For instance, in the laundry, there is not a single electric machine or electric iron used. Every bit of washing is done by hand. All the ironing is done by old-fashioned flat irons. This, however, is not entirely the fault of the White House equipment, but is partly because the laundresses refuse to use anything but the ancient hand machinery and methods. Every day, incidentally, is wash day at the White House. So
It feels like every day is supposed to be wash day here, too.
So the ladies back in the early days of the White House would rather have hand washed anything than use a modern washing machine. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a bunch of machines now.
Yes. Do you know what the flat iron is she's talking about? The old-fashioned irons?
No. I mean, I imagine like an iron, but...
So they were made out of iron, which
Okay.
is probably why they were called irons. And they
probably
put them on the stove to warm them.
Oh, okay.
And then they would have to take a towel or thing, and because the handle would be hot, just as hot, and they would use that to iron clothes.
Yeah.
My granddaddy had one. My grandma hand washed clothes.
That's crazy.
Back in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
And I mean, so it's not incomprehensible that those ladies, I mean, this is 1920 to 1950, I think, is when she was in the White House or something like that. So it kind of makes sense that they would still want to do things the old-fashioned way, because not every home in America had a washing machine.
No, I'm sure like most people at the time couldn't even afford it brand new.
Yeah.
Afford that whole system, because, I mean, what if you don't even have electricity yet?
Right.
Depending on the house. So
my dad remembers my grandma hand scrubbing stuff on the back porch.
Fascinating.
So, yeah, and Dad used to have the iron. I guess he still has it somewhere that my grandma used.
That plane.
Yeah, wow, that's loud.
It's probably flying right over us. Crazy.
So anyway, I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
History is so cool to me.
Yeah. And that's from in case you couldn't figure it out, The Secrets of the White House, probably.
Yes.
By Elizabeth Jaffrey.
I think that's correct.
I almost never remember her name when I go to do the show notes.
It is, yes, Elizabeth Jaffrey.
And I always have to like Google it and figure it out. There's a lot of like White House books, so you have to kind of.
That's why when I posted a picture of it recently, I had to take a picture of my copy.
Right.
Because it's hard to find that book.
Yeah. And I always have to remember, okay, the last name is Jaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because for some reason that sticks out to me. Anyway. Is your coffee good?
Yes. It'd be better if it was, I didn't warm it up enough, but it's okay.
You could have used my microwave for longer.
Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible.
Oh, sorry. Mine's okay.
She's Duncan. It's actually very good. She's just pregnant.
Yeah. I'm so sad. I even got like, I was like gonna plan on making my own iced coffee, so I
Yeah.
got like Dunkin' decaf that I was gonna brew and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, disgusting. The thought of iced coffee. But I was like, maybe it'll give me some life today. It's okay. It really doesn't taste bad. It's just something about it.
I remember when I was pregnant with Emma, I could not stand the smell of coffee.
Yeah.
And that was very sad to me.
Yeah.
And I still drank it. The taste didn't bother me, but I couldn't stand to smell it.
Yeah. There's a lot of, I remember when I was pregnant with Stetson, a lot of smells would upset me.
Yeah.
But it's starting to happen now. I'll smell something and I'll be like, I've got to take out all the trash.
Yeah.
Like I've got to mop the floor. Like something is stinky and I can't handle it. And it might not actually even be that stinky. I'm just like sensitive. But my mom said, I think when she was pregnant with me, she thought Diet Coke was disgusting, and that's like her drink.
Yeah.
That's like her only main
sad.
drink.
I couldn't stand the smell of the chlorine in the water. Taking showers.
I remember
were
that. You
difficult.
told me that, yeah.
And thankfully, my sister's mother-in-law would always send well water so I could drink water.
That's another thing I'm having issues with right now. Like, I'm already starting to like, I really wish I had ice that I like to eat, you know, but I don't right now. And our ice machine broke, and I don't like the ice that's in the fridge. So that happened when I was pregnant with Stetson, and it hasn't changed since. I used to be fine with it. Like, I'd have it in my water and everything. But then when I was pregnant with Stetson, I'd put it in my water, and I'd be like, this ice is disgusting. So I had to get an ice machine. Perfectly fine. Love that. But our water dispenser broke, too. So our ice machine broke, and then our water dispenser broke. My mom gave me her ice machine that makes actual, like, little nugget ice.
Uh-huh.
But it started to come out, and it was dirty. So I was like, okay, let me clean it. So I was cleaning it, but it's, like, really hard to get clean. So I'm struggling at the moment getting the ice machine clean. And then our water dispenser broke. So I got a new water dispenser. And I feel like I can just taste our well water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. I just want, like, purified water. And ice. That's all I want. I'm okay. And I know I'm already not drinking enough water yet. Like, I know I'm not.
The challenges of pregnancy.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Whose idea was this? Mine. Anyway, so good quote.
Thank you.
Okay. Have you finished anything since 2 weeks ago?
It's very sad to say that I have not. Just the Bible books that I've been reading, which probably no one cares about. So, and I'm not sure I'm smart enough to relate to you everything that was in them if you did. So
I know. So every Sunday, I listen to my pastor preach, and I think he does a fantastic job. And I'm just like, man, I would love to just go to Bible college just to learn more in depth of like what happened, and like what's in the Bible. Like I just think it's amazing and so interesting. Not to do anything with it. I just want to learn it. So I love that. I would like to hear about the Bible books. Well, I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same way.
I'm listening to the Psalms right now. So
oh, nice.
I might be able to actually tell you something about those.
Yeah.
But like Leviticus and Deuteronomy were basically like, well, in Numbers too, like it's numbering and it's laws and it's
lineages and stuff.
Yes,
when there's the
like,
lineages, I'm like, okay, let me just skip over.
And then sometimes when you're reading the law, you're like, why is that a law?
Yeah.
I mean, and it because God wanted it to be a law. It was most of the time the only answer you can come up with, because like, you know, sure, not eating pork could have been because pork was hard to eat and process and you could get trichinosis, but there might have been a different reason.
Yeah. Right.
Because Gentiles ate pork, So it's like, what would be a
Right.
spiritual reason for not eating that?
But
You
and then
know?
sometimes we just won't know the answer.
Right.
And that's the kicker. So,
You just have to do what God said.
yeah.
But it's like nobody. I don't feel like anyone is interested in knowing like the details of that. That's not a Bible student. Like for our
Yeah.
non-Christian
Well,
listeners.
and some, yes, for them, for you to just talk about them,
Yeah.
some books of the Bible are just more accessible than others.
Right.
So it's like Psalms. So
yeah.
yeah.
Or like more entertaining. Like if
even
you're-
Proverbs.
right. Like if you're not a Christian and you have to listen to someone tell you about the Bible, like Genesis would be more fun to listen to.
Yeah.
You know, or the New Testament would be more interesting. Than
The Old Testament's
Leviticus.
gets a little crazy. So
But if you're a Christian, you know, we need to read those things to
Right.
understand other. But yeah. So I have not finished anything that is not scriptural.
well, we're just gonna go ahead and finish this episode and do the next one.
No, because I want to talk about my current read.
Okay. What have I finished then? I think 2 weeks ago I was still reading Station 11, right?
Mhm. And your book club book, I think, because that was after.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. This has been such a fun 2 weeks for me.
I need to remember not to drink before you say
That's
something.
sarcasm.
Of the two of us, you're the funniest by far.
Thank you. I'll be here every day for the rest of my life. So let's see. I did finish Station 11.
Yay.
We all knew that was gonna happen. Woo! And for some reason, when you asked me upstairs if I finished it, I was thinking, you didn't know that, Becky? But yeah, why would you have known that unless I mean, I did text you randomly a few times, I think, about Station 11, but I never said, like, I finished it. And,
Or I am old. You could have texted me that.
I don't think I did. Sorry. I'm sorry. There's nothing there.
She killed a spider right before we started.
It was the cord. There's something stuck on the back of my pants, actually, because I am trash. And but then I was down here getting it, and my hand gently touched the cord, and I got scared. So I'm so sorry.
I feel like it's time for another blooper reel. All the bug situations that happen down here.
Yes. So the only thing I finished is Station 11.
Oh no.
That is including
The book club.
the book club book.
Yes, tell us about it, Brooke.
So what was that book?
That was
It was Judge Stone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I finished Station 11, love Station 11. That was my third time reading it. Fantastic book. It makes me feel so many emotions. It makes me feel so, like, in love with reading, but also some things make me feel so human and sad. And her writing style is just fantastic, okay? If you haven't read anything by Emily St. John Mandel, I suggest you do it. But I've read a couple things by her, only 3 things, I think, and so far my favorite has been Station 11. Fantastic book. 5-star. Then I was like, okay, I've got to read Judge Stone for the book club. And I started Judge Stone.
Yeah.
And I was liking Judge Stone. But then, I got pregnant. I realized, well, at the time I was already pregnant. I realized then I was pregnant. And I was just tired. The tiredness kicked in. And the off and on nausea. And my appetite is just awful. But it's the tiredness that got me, Becky.
Yeah.
Because any chance I got to read, I was like, not doing it. Not doing it. And granted, most of those chances were at night. So I was like, well, I'm going to bed. Because your girl tired. So I want to go to sleep. So the days progressed. And we got closer and closer to the book club. I think it was like Friday or Saturday before the book club. I was like just under halfway through the book.
Yeah.
And like really doing okay. Like if I really sat there and read the book, I would have gotten it done in time.
Right.
But then we did something on Saturday. We weren't home, I don't think, most of the day. I don't remember what we did. But then Sunday, the Sunday before book club, we went to a drift event in Alabama, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take my Kindle, because I actually had Judge Stone. I didn't have it on Libby because I'm still actually waiting for it. So I think I bought it. So I bought it and I took my Kindle and I was like, okay, I'll read it in the truck. We actually didn't take Stetson. He stayed with my parents. So I was like, I'll be able to read. I don't have to watch Stetson. I can also ride in the drift car then. Mm-hmm. So whoop, whoop. Excuse me. And then like that never happened because I just didn't feel like it. I was talking to Austin. And at one point, I tried to go to sleep in the truck. Then we got there, because it wasn't that far. It was just to Alabama. Mm-hmm. It's not that far. And then we were at the drift event. I wasn't going to read at the drift event. And then we headed home. And I think I read a little bit. But not a lot. Not very far. And then Monday came, and we didn't record.
Right.
That's the one before the book club, right?
Right.
We didn't record.
Because Austin was home and I wanted you to be able to spend time with him.
Thanks.
And I think Stetson was not home. Because I think
not
we
yet.
went to pick him up.
Yeah. And Ella didn't feel good, right?
That's true. She had been sick the day before.
Yeah. So yeah, me and Austin hung out, and so I never read. And I was thinking, okay, I'll read before we have to go get Stetson, or when we come home, or whatever. He'll go to bed, and I'll read. But I was just so tired.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna go to sleep, and then I would still even take my Kindle upstairs. You know, like maybe when I lay down, I'll think, okay, I think I can read a little bit.
But it didn't happen.
No, I was like, man, I'm so comfortable. I'm going to sleep. So didn't do it, and then Tuesday came, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the book club, but I'm not gonna stress about finishing the book. I liked the book. It was good, what I read. But I was like, I'm not gonna finish it at this point. I'm not gonna stop them from talking about what happened in the book. Mm-hmm. Even though I liked it. And so I'm just not gonna finish it. So like we went to the book club. I had a fine time. Someone else was about to get married, and it was either this past weekend or this coming weekend she's getting married. I don't remember. But we only see her once a month. So, like, we did a little bridal thing for her. And then my mom was like, Brooke's pregnant. Yeah. They're like, oh, my gosh, congratulations. They're all so nice. And, yeah, so it was a fun time. They answered questions I had about Judge Stone, the book.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, I was like, and I honestly, I should have reeled it back a little bit, because I wasn't the only one who didn't finish the book. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it was just time constraints for everybody.
Yeah.
So I actually, when I randomly started asking certain things that were kind of big deals, I should have probably thought, they might not want to know the answer yet.
They could have said, wait, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Tell her later.
Yeah. But, so, yeah, I don't know. It was a good book so far, though. What I had read, I really would have continued to read it if I ever, like, just did that. But so I DNF'd it. Not for, like, I didn't dislike it. So, they say there's like a hard DNF and a soft DNF.
Yeah.
That would have been like a soft DNF.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to come back to it. A lot of people say it's a soft DNF, but I'm going to come back later. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. But not because you didn't like it.
Right.
But now you have all the answers that you wanted.
Yeah, and I'm just going to I'm moving on.
Yeah.
I'll try my best. Trying my best to just move on. So, didn't finish that. And, here we are.
Yeah. Here we are.
That's it. For finished, obviously. Yeah. So, it was a good book, though. So far, it was about this judge has to take over a case. It's like a big deal in Alabama, and it gets a lot of media attention. It's about a girl who ends up having to have a secret abortion, and the people who helped her get the abortion, they're the ones being charged and stuff. And so the judge has to like look at that, look at the reasoning, but then look at the girl and various reasons, so many things.
Mm-hmm.
So much stuff to unpack in that book.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good. What I did read, it was really good. That it was like fast paced and interesting, and yeah, it was good. So, what are you currently reading?
Okay, I am currently reading
Judge Stone by
Secrets of the White House, the Book of the Psalms, and The Wrong Neighbor. Now, I think the reason why I haven't finished anything is I stopped listening to this book for like a week or something.
Okay, yeah.
But I picked it back up, and actually, it started to get good. And there's a lot going on in this book, and some secrets have come out. And the girl's boyfriend is not a good guy.
Yeah.
And he made a wild suggestion to her about their neighbors.
Oh.
So I'm interested to see what's going to happen next, actually. So I don't know. Let's see how. I should have pulled this up. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I am 2.5 hours away from being done. So I should be finished. I should be finished next episode. So.
Yeah. Okay. Not long.
No, not at all. And I am listening to it on 1.5. I tried to do 2, but that was because she has a British accent. I can understand her, but not at 2.
Yeah.
That was too much.
Yeah.
So
the fastest I can go is like 1.2, maybe. And it really depends on the type of story and the narrator. But like most of the time, depending on how slow the original narration is, I'll just kick it up like 1.15 or 1.10, you know? Just a nice just kick it up a little bit, because I don't want to hear like every little pause.
Yeah.
In between what the characters are doing. It's like, all right, I ain't got time for that.
Right.
So, yeah, 1.5 is crazy. I think my mom, I don't know what my mom is listening, like how fast her speed is, but it's up there. If I get in her car and her audiobooks just starts playing, it's like,
you're like, Mom, what are you? It's probably 2 point.
I think it is.
2.0, yeah.
She's a daredevil. That's crazy. That's crazy. I want to ask you what they suggested about the neighbor so bad.
I'll tell you off the podcast if I remember. I don't want to say it on the podcast because, well, I don't think it would ruin the story. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell you.
She's going to do it, everybody.
He has suggested murdering their neighbor.
That's better than what I was thinking. And you're like, what does that mean? I'm not saying what I was thinking. Anyway. Oh, that's crazy.
So, yeah. I really want
And she's like, what?
I don't want to know. If you don't want to tell me, I don't want to know. Turning over a new leaf here.
Yeah. That's funny. I need to respond to Kaylee. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You respond to Kaylee. I really wanted there to be another book on this currently reading list, but I never actually started it over the weekend, so I guess it'll be for next week.
I'm sorry, you didn't say the title?
Of the one I wanted it to be? No.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure I was there. Somebody's giving away gender reveal poppers.
Oh.
I don't know if we'll use them really, but if she's just giving them away, I'll take them.
Just in case.
Yeah. So, okay. This is a fun episode. I knew it was going to be a rough one for me. I have barely read at all in 2 weeks.
So
So
are you currently reading
I
something?
am currently reading something. I'm currently reading Throne of Glass
Okay.
by Sarah J. Maas. I was like, what's it called? Um, it's technically the first book in the Throne of Glass series.
Right.
So I don't know how long it takes for me to get justice for my character in the prequel, but that person's all I can think about. So this is great. It's decent. I've gotten a little bit through it.
I was going to say, so since you're not feeling well, how much have you actually read?
I think Storygraph is not updated. Let me see if my Kindle app will tell me. Probably won't. Cause don't know my alphabet. There it is. Click. Oh. Yeah. I'm in chapter 6. I'm 9% through.
Okay. Very
9%. And I've been reading it for like 2 weeks, so
That's wild.
I know.
You're going to catch up to me in Secrets of the White House.
I know. So like
I gotta get that finished.
I like hearing all the insight every week about it. It's nice. So yeah, you're following what's her name? Selena Sardathian, which is the assassin who was in the prequel. And at the end of the prequel book, it's several short stories, novellas, whatever. And at the end, she ends up getting locked up in this prison where she has to like work in mines like her entire life now because of previous events.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like the country's like best assassin at 16. And so, YA. And so she's now locked up in the mines, whatever. That's like the end of the prequel. And you're basically starting there now in the first book, Throne of Glass, where she is working in the mines, is completely like emaciated and stuff. She doesn't ever see sunlight anymore. She's been there, I think 2 years now when you're introduced to her again. And the prince of the kingdom is there the royal family is who actually locked her up, but the prince is there giving her an option to have her freedom again if she can compete in this like game that they have for some reason. I like it. I don't remember why they have a game. Like it's some kind of challenge. I don't remember. I don't know if it's like to be in his guard or what. I don't remember. I'm sorry. But
that's okay. At least you're not spoiling it for someone.
Yeah. And so she's like, fine, I'll take the offer. Whatever. So now she gets to leave the mines and go back with him so she can start training a little bit, gain her muscles back and everything. And like literally that's where I'm at. So fun. I think I'm gonna like it though. I like the idea of the games challenge, the whole challenge aspect. And I'm imagining she's just gonna obliterate everybody.
Yeah. Because she's the main character.
So it's a fantasy novel, and in this story, like in the history of this country and of this kingdom, like there used to be fae people and stuff, but now like the king has like ordered them all to be killed.
Oh.
And so now allegedly there's no fae or magic anywhere, but it's sort of alluding to like something's up with Selena Sardathian. Like she must have some kind of magic in her family or like something in her. So that'll be interesting to find out what's up with that. Like maybe she's actually secretly half fae or something. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna like it. And the prince is like the captain of his guard at there then and there who actually went to get her.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be a romantic interest between him and her. But right now, she's just like really getting on his nerves. And he's like, shut up.
That's how it starts.
Yeah. Shut up. We're not friends. So, I'm interested to see how it goes. But yeah, that's like literally it.
That's funny.
Isn't that insane? There like has been like a whole week I just didn't read.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts. Well, I'm so sorry. That's kind of a lie.
Oh, she lied to us, guys.
Plot twist. But because I'm like so out of it, I'm still kind of barely reading this other book.
Not Mere Christianity.
Well, also that. Yikes.
What's the other book?
The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn.
I forgot about that.
I know, me too, apparently. So, I had A Throne of Glass on Kindle. Through Libby on my Kindle. It's actually up today, so I'm going to have to just buy it. Although I do have the paperback. But the idea of actually sitting there and opening a book to read it makes me nauseous. Fun. So, but opening my Kindle is okay. Well, that's great.
So weird.
I know. So, I am going to have to just buy the Kindle version probably to keep reading Throne of Glass.
Mm-hmm.
And on Libby also, I had the audiobook of The Woman in the Window, which is also about to expire. But I have listened to it a little bit. Like, if me and Stetson have driven somewhere and he's fallen asleep, I just quickly put it on and listen to it. And I like it so far. Actually, the audiobook ran out, like, yesterday or the day before. And I was like, well, let me see what else I can find that's not an audiobook. So not what else I can find, but the same book.
Mm-hmm.
I could renew the audiobook. I'd still have to wait a little bit, but I could renew it, or I could borrow the Kindle version. So I think, officially borrowed the Kindle version.
Okay.
I have not stepped back into it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I texted Becky the other day, yesterday, and I was like, I really be out here borrowing library books on Libby and not reading them. Absolutely have not been. They just keep expiring and they keep expiring. And I'm like, oh, well, fine. And then others keep coming through and I'm like, yeah, borrow. Like I'm going to read it. So the next book club book is the first book of a duology. I have the second book. I never realized, I think you can read them separately, but I never realized it was a sequel technically. Mm-hmm. So when we were putting in suggestions into our little container that we shake up and pull a piece of paper out of, I put that one in, and it is now our book club book this time. It is called The Last Child by John Hart. The one I have is Hush, I think is what it's called, by John Hart. In The Last Child, it has to do something or another with whoever our main character is. But his twin sister goes missing, I think.
Oh.
So that's, a big deal. And but they have like a lot of acreage of land, and it has to do with like maybe she went missing on the huge plot of land or what. So yeah. Just give me like 6 more weeks, guys. 6 more weeks and I'll probably be back to normal. So my first appointment is not this coming Friday, but the next Friday. I might even be better by then, but normally this
time will tell.
This weird stuff happens in the first trimester and then is done after. And allegedly, I'm about 6 weeks, which of course I don't know for sure. Mm-hmm. Just what my app has said. So we'll find out together. So that's what I'm currently reading. And Yeah, I'm really struggling, so send prayers. I think that's all I've got for that.
And so then
Not to be
the next thing
nosy.
you're going to be reading is your book club book. When are
Maybe.
you?
Well, so the book club is not until
Oh, so you won't have to worry about that for a few weeks anyway. Like,
yeah. Where's my calendar? So the book club is not for 4 weeks from
oh yeah, so you
tomorrow.
got a while.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be done with Throne of Glass by then. By the time you need
Hopefully.
to.
Hopefully. Yeah, so I want to finish Throne of Glass, and of course, if I really enjoy that, I'll probably want to try to maybe read the next one within the foreseeable future. I don't know. There was a thriller horror-ish book I wanted to read, which was The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay.
Right.
I don't know.
That's it.
There's a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I have like so many things on my Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I want to read things on my Kindle. I mean, I want to get through my actual books, but like
Yeah.
that idea is just so difficult right now. So I'm like, well,
Can you get your book club book on Kindle?
no.
No.
Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. So I'll probably hopefully it's at least paperback when they get it. I want to pick up these hardcover books.
Won't.
Yeah. So I might end up buying it on Kindle. Who knows? My library doesn't have it, so I roll.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it for me. I mean, like at the moment, thinking of the future of reading at the moment is just like I don't even know.
Heard.
I was like, at least got to finish stage 11 before
Right. Thank goodness.
before I got all icked about everything. But what are you about to read or wanting to
I'm
read?
going to start reading Beneath Blackwood by Courtney H. Johnson.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, it's a YA. And I don't actually, hold on. That's just about Miss Johnson. She lives in Ohio.
Ohio.
Oh, it is a YA thriller. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that because I am enjoying the thrillers.
Yeah.
But I don't enjoy the cussing.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the YA thriller, it may still have cussing, but it's not going to be
Hopefully not as bad.
on the same level. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to enjoy that.
You should read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
I should read that. I've had this book for like a month or
Yeah.
maybe 2 months, so I want to read it. And I've decided that I'm going to keep it next to the bed like I did the other one that I read back in January, Just Stab Me Now, by Jill Barrett. And because I got through that one pretty quickly, just reading it at night and stuff. And the other one is in my car, so I can read it while I wait on the girls.
Yeah.
I haven't been reading it, but I've been kind of busy because I volunteered for VBS.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. Then I know I haven't looked it up yet to see like what the name of the history might be that I'll actually be reading. But my daughter's friend, her best friend, just is getting ready to graduate. Like this is her senior year. And so she did her senior show and it was Newsies. I don't know if you've heard of Newsies before, but it was made into a movie. It was on Broadway. And it's based on a true story. I don't know how many of the characters in the play are real. I know
Right.
some of them are, but I'm sure that there's some made up storyline in there.
Yeah.
But it's about the Newsies are the boys who used to sell papers on the street corners
Oh, okay, yeah.
in New York. And a lot of times those boys were either orphaned or their parents were very poor. In one of the character or two of the characters in the story, their dad was injured in an accident and he can't work. So they're selling newspapers to help support their family.
Yeah.
So a lot of them, none of them really had money.
Yeah.
They weren't selling papers because it was their dream job.
Right.
And most of them were kids, like 6, 7, 8.
Oh my gosh.
And there were some older kids. Like in the story, the hero of the story is like 17, I think.
Can you imagine sending a 6-year-old out?
No.
That's crazy.
And I think, there were worse things that happened to kids, worse jobs. Like,
Yeah.
selling newspapers on a street corner, not that dangerous.
Yeah.
But they were working in factories, and factories were dangerous for adults, let alone children.
Yeah.
So, thank goodness child labor laws came along.
For real.
But, so anyway, I look at Mr. Pulitzer a little differently now. I never even, I guess I really thought about him a lot, but you win the Pulitzer Prize in journalism. So I thought, well, Mr. Pulitzer must have been a nice person to set aside something, and it's like an honor to receive this prize. He was a terrible person, at least in the play. And so I'm interested to reading the true story about like what happens in Newsies. But
yeah.
So what they did was they increased the prices for the Newsies. So I think they were charging, I'm just going to make up numbers because I don't actually know what they were.
10 cents.
50 cents for 100 papers.
Okay, yeah.
And they increased it to 60 cents or something like that. And the Newsies already were struggling, and they increased the rates that they had to pay for their paper. So they weren't going to be able to sell as many papers because they couldn't afford to buy that many
Right.
They couldn't afford to buy that many papers because they increased the rates.
So sad.
So at that time, there was a trolley strike, and the trolley drivers wanted more money. That's what they were striking for. So the Newsies were talking, and they're like, maybe we should strike. And they're like, yeah, we should strike. And so they tried to strike at first, and then they were just kids going up against the most powerful man in New York.
Yeah.
So at first it didn't really work. A lot of things happened. Oh. And in the end, Teddy Roosevelt, who was governor of New York at the time, kind of saved the day for the Newsies, and made Mr. Pulitzer, negotiate with the Newsies and settle on a price that was fair to everyone. And so anyway, that's how it ends. There's a lot of stuff that happens in between. There's a lot of singing, dancing. And I really want to watch the movie now because this was a play done by elementary, middle, and high school kids. It was really good.
Yeah.
They all did such a good job. And I was like, if kids can make this story good, and I mean, it is about kids, but like theater productions, especially for school, don't have a lot of money to do like really grandiose things.
Right.
And for them to make it such a good story, like they told it so well.
Yeah.
I thought the movie's got to be something
hopefully
to watch. So I think I want to watch the movie, but I definitely want to read like the real history about it. So that's something I'm going to read.
So, month ago or so now? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, Kaylee was over. And like her child and Stetson were playing, whatever. And then like she left. She left at like 4:30 in the afternoon or something. Maybe 5. And no, she left just after Austin got home. Austin gets home about 5:30.
Okay.
So like 5:45-ish, we'll say. Austin goes to like work on something out back. And as I was saying bye to Kaylee, I got a text. And I was like, oh, have fun. This was my friend Cherie texted me and was like, do you want to go to a play tonight at 6?
Now?
Right now. Because she didn't want to go by herself, and it was her cousin's play. And I was like, hold on. What's the attire? Can I just wear jeans and a t-shirt? Like, this is important. And, and Austin had just gotten home, so I was like, let me just see if he's okay with that. So he was like, sure. So I left, and went very quickly to meet her 30-ish minutes away.
Oh, no. So
And
you were late for the play?
no, I'm sorry, it was at 7.
Oh, okay.
My bad. It was at 7. The play was at 7. And she texted me probably about like, she probably texted me like 5:30, but I wasn't looking at my phone until after Kaylee left. So I met her and we watched Annie. It was and I was like, how old, like, what, is this a college play? Like, I'm just curious. And she was like, middle school? I was like, okay, can't be that expensive of a ticket, so let me go. And yeah, we watched Annie, and it was like the first time in a long time I've watched any play. Her cousin was Annie, so like she was a star, and she did great. But like they did a very good job, like all their acting and stuff, fantastic. It really like made you like feel like they really tried, So,
yeah.
that's all.
A girl at church just played Annie about a month ago.
Nice.
Yeah. She dyed her hair red.
Okay.
And she came in one day, and I don't know how old she is actually. She's probably 9 or 10. And everyone was telling her how cute her hair was, but we were all confused because, like, she's 10.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you dye your hair red? Like,
Yeah.
your mom let you dye your hair red?
Yeah. When you're so little.
And she's like, I'm going to be Annie. And I dyed my hair for the show. And I was like, oh my God.
10 and you're going to stand up on stage and like really do all that? That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So excited for her. So.
Because I would never. At 31. How old am I? I would never.
That's funny. So yeah. Plays are, I've been to a lot of plays recently. I'm so thankful that on Saturday all I have is Caitlin's baby shower.
Yeah.
When I get done with that, I get to go home and do whatever I want to do.
That's amazing.
Because I went to The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And then Pride and Prejudice. And then the Newsies. And I was so glad that her dad texted me too. He's like, hey, I've got some tickets for Newsies. It's Caroline's last show. Do you want to come? And I was like, yes. And we literally had just been talking about it. I was like, I really want to go to Newsies, but I don't have any money for the tickets.
Yeah.
And then he texted me and I was like, we were just talking about that.
Look
and
at God.
I'm glad that we got to go because it was really good. And his daughter was not the lead, but she had a big role, like,
right.
Or a big character. She wasn't in a lot of scenes because she was an adult and then it was about the children.
Right.
But like her character had a lot to do with, like, she knew Teddy Roosevelt. She was a huge role. I'm sorry, guys, can't talk anymore. She was a huge proponent behind getting him involved and saving the kids. And she knew him, but she also knew the Newsies personally. They used to come into her theater and like hide from the cops.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, there was another twist in it because the one kid who was like always in trouble wasn't really a bad kid. He was an orphan, and there was this place called the Refuge that kept children, but they locked them away. They weren't allowed to leave, and I think he might have been in there for shoplifting, but he was trying to feed the kids in the refuge because they didn't feed them. They were living in deplorable conditions. It was rat infested, and there were like too many kids in one bed. And
right.
Between the strike and one of his friends getting put in there, that was something else that Teddy Roosevelt stepped in the play. I don't know about real life. Can't wait to read the history, the truth.
Yeah.
But that it also ended this run for this person who ran the place.
Right.
And helped the children who were trapped there.
That's good.
So that was good. I don't know why I got back off on that, but anyway, it was really good.
It's okay.
It was a really good play. And anyway, so now I just get to spend the weekend doing whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Maybe even reading.
Yeah. Also, congratulations are in order to some people we know.
Yeah.
One of them being my sister. and her awesome ex-boyfriend.
That's what Jesse used to call Caitlin ex-girlfriend.
My sister Megan and her ex-boyfriend Justin just got engaged. So congratulations to them. I'm very excited. We really like Justin. So
Yes.
really excited to have our families join. Love that. And then my bestie Lexi got engaged.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It was okay. Time travel is weird, okay? They're in Spain.
Oh.
So, they're in Spain,
Uh-huh.
and that's where he proposed to her.
Oh.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
Sunday, here,
Mm-hmm.
3:30ish. She didn't have great service, so she had tried to send me some pictures and stuff, and like it wasn't working out. And I was like, I'm trying to call you, and it wasn't working out for me. So she had to like go somewhere with better service, and she called me about 3:30ish.
Sorry.
Do you mind? Watch it. 3:30ish our time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, congratulations, I'm so happy. This is great. This is the best thing. Yeah. And then I told her Megan also got engaged. Yeah. Wow. And so I said, so when are y'all coming back? Like, I want all the details, but like when you come back, enjoy your trip. So you can tell me all the details then, like over a phone call where we have better service. And she was like, well, we're not coming back tomorrow. Not tomorrow Sunday, but the next Sunday. And I was like, today is Sunday. It was 9:30 p.m. there on Saturday. So I think that Megan and Lexi both got engaged on Saturday.
That's funny.
But to me, it was Sunday. It's blowing my friggin' mind. So
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
Justin came up to me.
They tell you.
Like 2 months ago. And he said, Miss Becky, can you keep a secret?
Good job,
And
Becky.
when he asked me that, I already knew what he was going to tell me. And I was like, I don't know, Justin. What kind of secret?
How serious is it?
What kind of secret are we talking about, Justin? He just smiled at me, and I can't remember exactly what he said. I was like, he goes, you can't tell Brooke because she's terrible about keeping secrets.
Literally, my mom knew and didn't tell me, which is good. Fine. Austin knew.
That's hilarious. So I was like, the whole time, and like I knew about it, of course, and like it's been a couple weeks, and he goes, I made a purchase. And I said,
I know. At that point,
like,
it's like I would just know.
I was like, you made a purchase? And then I was like, he goes, yeah, but I still have to talk to her parents. And so like it was, however long ago it was the weekend before he asked your parents permission or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Or it might have been 2 weeks before he asked them. And then he came in, he's like, so I talked to the parents. I said, so when am I going to finally have, when can I be able to
say
stop
things out
knowing
loud?
the secret? And so then he goes, he said something about, I'm doing it this weekend. And he goes, I keep trying to she's not working with me.
Yeah.
He said, I keep trying to get her to pack a bag. She's like, well, I can't pack a bag because I might need to wear this outfit. And I'm like, Megan, just pack a bag.
I literally, like, when I think about how his planning must have gone, I'm like, I applaud you.
And we were at work, and it's funny because I was on the end of the counter.
Like, getting her to cooperate,
yes,
but not know.
Right. And she was probably 2 feet from me. Mm-hmm. And he goes, come down here. And he got me to the other end of the counter so he could talk to me.
That's funny.
I had questions, and I knew we couldn't talk about it where we were. Oh, my goodness. When I saw the pictures, like, thank goodness.
Yeah, now you can say things out loud to other people. I mean, I was flabbergasted when Austin was like, I knew.
That's hilarious.
Because, like, she called me. We were actually at Kaylee's husband's mom's house. So they were there helping her, like, pack up to, like, she's about to sell her house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there getting some things and, like, looking at stuff they want to get rid of, you know. We're collectors. So That's all I've been saying to make Austin feel better. So we're collectors of stuff.
We're not pack rats.
No. And as it started to rain, so like they went back inside. We were literally like putting Stetson back in the car seat, getting ready to leave, and my phone was vibrating. I was like, "Is my phone vibrating a lot?" Like, you know, it vibrates if you get like typing on Snapchat, and then it vibrates again when you get the Snapchat, whatever. So I was like, maybe it's just that, and then it kept going. I was like, oh, I think I'm getting a phone call. So like I answered. It was Megan, and I answered, and I could almost immediately tell. Because one, I don't think either of us really talk on the phone a lot, so we don't really like call each other a lot.
Right.
But it's not completely crazy for her to call me.
Right.
So, like, maybe she's just...
I mean, you are sisters.
Yeah. Maybe she had, like, a random question. Or maybe she's, like, suddenly free this afternoon and, like, maybe wants to hang out.
Right.
Whatever. So, she was like... I don't even remember. I don't even remember what she said. But she's like, so, you know, we went to... somewhere. I don't even remember now. But I could tell. I was like, this is a random phone call, first of all. The explanation is not immediate when she when I answered the phone, and she's like telling me that they're at places, and she was like, "Yeah, I went because she was I think supposed to hang out with Jesse, his sister, and her friend Summer. So I think that was the thing. Like they were gonna go do this, hang out, and they ended up at a winery, is where she was calling me from, and she was like, "Yeah, we went to this place in Toccoa Falls, and when we got there." Justin was there, and I knew. I was like, oh, really?
Oh, that was another thing. He was like trying to get her nails done.
Yeah, I know. That's literally what made me think about it originally. When I saw the pictures and she had her nails done, I was like, how did he do it? How did he do it?
Because he knew that she would want to look perfect in
Yeah.
her pictures.
Yeah.
I don't remember how he said he got her to get her nails done, but that was one of the things she wasn't really cooperating with. She wouldn't get her nails done.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She wouldn't pack a bag.
I'm sure. Oh my gosh, that's why it's like I really want all the details now because I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Justin. Good job. So then she told me, and I was like, oh, congrats, blah 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 blah. So yap. So. Then like I was like, Lexi, you're engaged too. So now hopefully I get to be in 2 weddings.
Yeah.
Probably in a maternity dress.
Yeah.
At least for one, maybe. I don't know.
Well, only time will tell.
Yeah, it's true. I'm excited. So congratulations to them.
Yes.
All of them. Congratulations to, of course, Jesse and Caitlin. Which we did that. We said that originally, but congrats anyway. Again, I don't get to go to the baby shower. So sad.
It's okay. I'm sure she'll understand.
Yeah. And yeah.
After we texted, I was like, I texted Caitlin. I said, Caitlin, did I RSVP to your baby shower? Because I'm coming. And she said, I don't know, but my mom asked, and I said you were coming, so.
Oh man, I hope she didn't say that was coming. Maybe I should message her. I need to message her.
Yeah,
I meant to message her and say that I couldn't come. Ah! Okay. Pressure's on.
Calm down, Preggers.
Yeah, it's fine. I might have to go to Chick-fil-A and get some ice and water. So, anyway, I thought about asking you to get me some ice and stuff.
I would have.
I know, but then it would have been a longer trip to my house, and I don't know.
I mean, I passed right by a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you do.
It wouldn't have taken that long.
It's okay. I'll keep this in mind for next week.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll try to remember.
Not next week.
Not next week.
Not next week. We'll be coming back from Tennessee on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank goodness we have those 2 backups.
I know.
One for today and one for next week.
I know. Perfect. I was literally thinking that. I was like, you know what? That works out. So, anyway.
Or, yeah, because, you'll be back on Monday, so you could actually do this one, because I'll have it edited.
Yeah.
You can do this one, and then the extra one you can do the next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
But either way.
Right.
Y'all didn't need to know that.
Anyway, did we talk about books today? Let us know in the comments. And
we did a little bit of talking about books, and
yeah,
I mean,
pray for me. I want to read so bad. I want to eat so bad. I want iced coffee. The struggle is real.
the struggle is real.
It'll go away though, I think.
Okay. All right. Yes. Please comment under the video and let us know how we did.
Mm-hmm.
Did we talk too much about non-book things, or did you enjoy that convo? And of course, as always, kindred spirits, thank you so much for listening. It's wonderful to know that there are so many of you in the world. Please continue to check out the Sideways Sheriff and let us know if you want to purchase any merchandise. We haven't worn our shirts in a while. I should put one on.
And I still wear my shirt because it's kind of like a little bit larger of a shirt and it's comfortable. And
is it getting smaller?
I've already gotten a little bit bigger, and it's like I could already tell like my pants are starting to get uncomfortable and stuff, and like
do you
my
still
shirts.
have all of your maternity stuff from Stetson?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But like I'm not that big yet, you know?
Yeah, no, you're not
at all, really.
You're
Like
not.
I probably just look a little bloated. Anyway, so I keep wearing it. So it's like one of my go-to shirts,
right?
But then it's like not Monday. So I'm gonna try my best to wear it for the next time we record.
I'll try to find one of mine and wear it next time too.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens next time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's enough talk for now. We're going to do a whole other episode.
Oh
Until
my gosh.
next time, stay happily booked.
Bye.
Bye.